Hi, welcome to my studio. I guess you will have a chance to look at me laying out some colors here for one of my next paintings. So I'm not going to keep on doing this too long. But anyways, as you can see, I use a brush like this. Cheapy. Anyways, I can lay out the colors quickly to give me kind of an atmosphere, and then I will build that. In fact, here's a sketch I'm sort of working on. See that? I think I'm going to paint this on this. So that's the beginning. At any rate, my video that I want to continue with is essentially, you know, looking at the forces and events in my life when I was young as to what shaped me into an artist. That was the reason I'm doing this. Anyways, I was in Austria, in Udenau, and then within a short time, they kind of shipped us out to a beautiful little place called Kirchschlag. It was a skiing resort and a small town. And this was getting winter time, so it was like a perfect timing. At any rate, I had some interesting experiences, which I don't want to bore you with all of them. But one of the things that I think that might relate very well to this whole series is that in Kirchschlag, because I used to play a lot with the kids out there, I got very good at speaking German. So the Hungarian immigrants that were with us, they realized that I might be able to go and knock on some doors and say, "Would you like to buy some of these leather goods or whatever they had, to help out the Hungarian immigrants?" Well, I thought it was a pretty good line, so I went out and tried that. And sometimes they would buy, in which case I got a pretty good percentage. And sometimes they would just feel sorry for me or whatever. They would say, "You know what, no thank you, but here's 10, 20 shillings." So every night I would come home with quite a bit of money in my pocket, which allowed me to, I just gave it to my parents because I was kind of that way. But anyways, we had a chance to buy chocolates and fruit and all that stuff. So in a short while, I began to realize that, you know what? This selling is pretty good. This is a good way of becoming kind of free, which was one of the reasons we fled Hungary. At any rate, there were some other things, of course, that I took with me, but the selling and the idea of free enterprise and business was very appealing to me right from the beginning. Anyways, I did have some beautiful chance to go out into the mountains and ski with some other kids, and so I had a chance to look at all those beautiful pine trees and the way the snow was. We ended up going to a beautiful little church at Christmas time, where they were basically honoring the birthday of Christ, and it was a very holy kind of a treatment of it because people there were very, very religious. They were very much into, I think the Catholics were the ones that were running it. Anyways, I had a wonderful time, beautiful time. And within a short time, we were basically taken away from there also. And just the day that I was going to leave Kirchschlag, I had made a little friend with a little girl. She was about a year younger than me. But anyways, her name was Inga. So she came over and she gave me a peck on my face, which I couldn't wash off for years. I thought it was the most romantic thing I have ever experienced. Anyways, that was the way I left Kirchschlag, and then from there we went to Vienna, and then from there we were flown away into Ireland, oddly enough, to land. So at any rate, that's in the next video. Thank you. And please, if you do like it, put like on there and subscribe if it's even better if you can. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.